What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Lucid. I want to go over some of the current data points, break it down what is really moving it today, and why Lucid is kind of its own worst enemy. So I want to go over all the things that you need to know, but first make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, Lucid is down 2.38%. It did have a low of 263. Even in the overnight trading last night, it did hit a low of $3.60, which I posted on Twitter, but very little volume. So 13.2 million shares being traded, 35.4 is the average. Clearly, big money is just waiting with anticipation for this. So the Fed's interest rate decision is going to be coming out in roughly 1 hour. Currently, there is a 55% likelihood of a 50 basis point cut, which in my opinion is already factored into the stock price, but we'll just have to wait and see. No actual news from Lucid itself, but like I kind of said at the very beginning, Lucid is its own worst enemy. And so there was a couple forms that was submitted after hours yesterday, and no doubtably that is why you do have some institutions selling. So 3 transactions that did occur so far on the secondary market, all are sells. One for 256, 194, and then 569,000. So these forms right here. So 2 Form 4's, one was for this, so 𝗪𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧. The other one was for the new, this one, so VP of Accounting and whatever else. And so both were awarded shares. Based on this, it's all kind of hunky-dory. It was all voted on by shareholders. So it's not new information, but this is actually why Lucid is its own worst enemy. Because if you think about it, this individual right here, so Gagnon, did receive 417,000 shares. Of course, transaction code F, so there was some taken off for taxes. But even going over to Eric, and no hate towards Lucid, I get a lot of them are doing a good job. But this, so around 1.4 million shares, is insane. And I get a lot of people focus on deliveries, like, oh, this needs to be delivered, and we're at like 2,000, blah, 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 maybe 2,100. But the amount of dilution just in these 2 Form 4's equates to all of this past quarter's deliveries. And Eric has already received quite a lot more in the past. And so has Peter. You can kind of see all of this right here. There's been a lot of exercised, so meaning they were awarded shares. And actually, sorry, my apologies. This is SoFi. Let's pull up a good old Lucid. So you can kind of see just a lot of transaction code A, so a lot of awarded. The only one to ever use their own money ever is the PIF, transaction code P, purchased again using their own money. Everything else is just given to the insiders and then they just sell it for tax purposes, or just transaction code S, which means a straight up sell. This all equates to dilution, and this, like, in order for them to kind of offset this amount of dilution, not even counting how much they're burning through operations, they need to do like 5x on their deliveries and production and sales. This isn't going to cut it. So lo and behold, this is why institutions are selling. And this is why almost every single analyst ever sitting down with Peter asks about their cash burn, because that is a very big point for Lucid. So in reality, I think that Lucid is kind of its own worst enemy. Maybe they need to kind of be more self-aware and not just freely give out 1 million shares for various things, because I believe Eric already did receive 1 million shares for the Gravity, if I remember correctly. So it's just a very bad image, in my opinion. Some people might disagree with that and say that it's justified and whatever, but I see that as a very, very bad sign. Right now, shorts are doubling down, so increasing 3.33 million shares. 29.99% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 268.95 million shares. So they're not worried about interest rates being cut, because of course, like, it's, I don't know, it is what it is. We'll just have to wait and see. I've always said in the past, I really do like Lucid's product, and this is why I do continue to really cover it. And Peter, I like his change of events that's been happening, him participating in a lot of podcasts, interviews, but it still stems back down to Lucid is mismanaged, and clearly doesn't judge or is unable to judge exactly what the market does want. And shorts know this, and this is why they continue to double down time and time again. So it's Lucid is just its own worst enemy. But looking at options, very low dollar value, so 243,000 in calls, 169,000 in puts. 48% of all the options being done are optimistic and bullish and are oriented towards it kind of recovering to that $4 range. This is the current open interest. So you have 16,000 at the 250, 3,000 at the 3, 9,000 at the 350, and then 18,000 at the 4. It is a monthly chain. I believe it's also quadruple witching as well. So it's going to be a lot of volatility come Thursday and Friday, and especially once the market does digest exactly what comes from the interest rate decision. But right now though, with it at $3.69, it is trading between these 2 points, so the S1 and the pivot. 375 will be the strong resistance / target. 313 will be the strong support. Aside from that, on the actual chart itself today, it is breaking into the lower percentile. I'll move that over so you can kind of see. So it's just going to trade between that and most likely that 50-day moving average, which right now is at $3.50. These are all the transactions in the dark pool above $100,000. So even in this regard, it is rather quiet, but still shorts are increasing a lot. So let me know your thoughts on Lucid. Do you think that these 4 and 4s are a big deal? Do you think that it's justified? What's your viewpoint? Again, maybe some people don't really know the context of this, because yeah, it's one thing just to give out shares for individuals and employees that justify, like it's warranted in some cases, but who is paying this? Investors, current investors. Like if I was to buy in right now, this is already factored into the price. Whereas if I held it leading into this information, obviously with it going down, my equity goes down. So it's not a good chain of events. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it. They give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Link to this is in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.